Welcome to Bounded, Not Boundaries, an art exhibit featuring works created by individuals in the Envision Arts Program who are blind or visually impaired. Follow along with this 10-minute audio tour guide and enjoy the show. Melissa, Internal Landscapes. A bright yellow net bag hangs on the wall, adorned with blue, white, and red colored beads that have been embroidered in island-shaped forms on the front of the bag. Rashonda, piece entitled Holt. Strips of t-shirts are tied to create this rag rug that reads Holt in navy blue capital letters with light grays, browns, and whites in the background, creating a dynamic contrast between the background and foreground. Hank, Dwell Dots. A framed Dwell magazine features white dot stickers and patterned lines on the black back cover with red dots adorning the front cover, made in the USA. Hank, New York Dots. Directly below Dwell Dots features a New York magazine with white and red dots covering a Nicki Minaj ad, while white dots speckle the front cover in red, the best of New York. Revy, just hanging out. Long strips of fabric symmetrically hang in a V shape from a dowel rod that's hung on the wall. Black strips in the center create an arrow as light blue and white tie-dyed strips cascade outward on either side. Brittany, Sewing Trends #1. Torn magazine scraps and brightly colored bits of paper are stapled, sewn, and mounted in rows and are attached to a 2 by 2 foot frame, creating an energetic and colorful patterns that emerge in a waterfall of sewn paper. Lauren, Bleach Friends. A 4 foot by 6 foot Asian tapestry hangs from a scroll-like bar with two animate characters, a male and a female, in black kimonos waving silver metallic swords high in the sky. Lauren, Bleach Friends, Applique Detail. Bleach blonde spiky hair in felt rests on top of the male's head, who has large dark blue almond eyes. Fabian Samplings. 25 4-inch by 4-inch drawings in copper marker depict woodworking tools, lawnmowers, air conditioners, and many more images that Fabian loves to draw and are attached to a 2 foot by 2 foot wooden board in a grid. Monty, Mario, and Luigi. Two framed pieces side by side feature black ink tire marks on stark white paper, creating a burnt rubber racetrack effect. Monty used Super Mario Kart characters, Mario and Luigi, to achieve these beautiful black markings. Sherry, A Man's Best Friend. A 5 foot by 5 foot quilt pays homage to Andy Warhol, with 4 blocks featuring the same head of a dog wearing black sunglasses and are repeated in colors of orange, tan, blue, and purple. Brittany, Sewing Trends #2. Torn magazine scraps and brightly colored bits of paper are stapled, sewn, and mounted in rows and are attached to a 2 by 2 foot frame, creating energetic and colorful patterns that emerge in a waterfall of sewn paper. Detail of Brittany's Sewing Trends #2. David, Flowers for My Mom. A 16-inch by 20-inch drawing of oil pastels depict 3 large exuberant flowers with concentric petals in an array of colors with a Kansas sunflower to boot. The flowers pop off the light yet densely colored blue background. Nick, Not Alone. Multicolored sheets of construction paper and magazines are torn, twisted, and stapled together to create a large, chandelier-esque sculpture suspended from the ceiling. Tyler, Untitled number 15. A 13-inch by 18-inch tactile American flag is composed of a bubble-wrapped canton with a large USA medallion adhered to it, while white, torn, crinkled craft paper and torn red pieces of paper create the stripes. Emily, Forest Friends. On top of a shelf rest 3 ceramic, hand-built boxes featuring a turtle, a rhino beetle, and an opossum that rests atop a log. Details of the turtle. The turtle's shell lifts off the slowly moving body to show a hidden box underneath. The shell is covered with brown diamonds with yellow dots speckled within. The rhino beetle detail. The upper half of the beetle gently lifts off, revealing yet another hidden container. The beetle is in a black mat with green translucent wings. Detail of the possum. A beautifully depicted white possum rests atop a brown colored log, and to our surprise, by lifting the possum, uncovers the inner chamber of the log. Emily's goal was to think outside the box. Susan, Seasons Change. Patterns of red, green, and cream colored yarn in rows are suspended from a dowel rod to create a simple geometric V-shaped wall hanging. Brittany, The Blues of Summer. An array of blue colored yarn hang from a curved wire. The yarn creates 2 sheet-like forms of blue V-shaped patterns. A similar V rests atop a larger V form, creating depth and variety. The youth art class. A 4-foot by 4-foot wall tapestry features 9 1-foot square blocks of different colors with Keith Haring dancing figures cut out and adhered to each block in a different color, pattern, and texture, creating a fun, energetic wall piece. Christina, Shades of Gray. This 20-inch by 2-foot frame quilt features a series of grayscale zigzags from left to right. White shifts to grays that fade to black as you move to the right. Christina's intention was to address the varying levels and stages of vision loss. Rashonda, Trees of Life. A circular shaped 2-foot by 2-foot mosaic mandala create a pattern repeating the same tree in a landscape 4 times. Trees, grasses are luscious and tactile as she adhere mosses to create a lifelike illusion, with pink felt adorned to create the flowers. Savannah, Spring is Gone. An 18-inch square canvas breathes energetic tactile layers of swirling joint compound that are then layered with black and turquoise swirls of paint on paper, with specks of gold running along the bottom of the canvas. Danae, Tactile Fashion and Tactile Homes. Danae cleverly addresses the limited access to visual magazines for the blind and visually impaired by enhancing the magazine layouts using coordinating gold fabrics, beads, flowers, and sand to emulate a tactile version of the Elle magazine and Better Homes and Garden landscape. We thank you for participating in the Bounded Not Boundaries audio tour guide. I'd like to give a special thanks to the artists and their tireless efforts, and for City Arts for hosting our work, and to Envision, whose mission is to improve the quality of life, provide inspiration and opportunity to individuals who are blind or visually impaired. Thank you.